amazing act.
It's insane how little musicians get. So, if you're interested in supporting not just me, but any musician that you like, one of the best ways to do that, it sounds old school because it is purchase their music, purchase their merch,
Hey guys, this is Mark from Rat Rod.
Hi, this is Mikey P from Skell.
Hey, this is Jeff from the Bell Jumpers.
Let's go.
Probably Bo, because he's awesome.
This is Jessica for the band Dimitus. You're listening to Pennsylvania Rock Show.
What's up, everyone? You are tuned into the Pennsylvania Rock Show, episode number 750. On the radio side, you just heard the tracks from Half Wheel. That track was Rain. And then a brand new track from Eden on Fire titled Broken. As always, I have a guest with me that we're going to get to momentarily. I do want to remind you that you are listening on XRP Radio out of Scotland. Build a Scene Radio, buildascene.com out of Pittsburgh, PA, sort of. Music from the 412.com, actually out of Pittsburgh, PA. Rudaroo Radio out of Texas and California. Mega Rock Radio and 107.1 KFGD, which are both coming to you from the St. Louis, Missouri area. And I think I hit everybody. Yes. It's been one of those weekends. You'll have to bear with me. But with me tonight are some of the members of Post Traumatik. And we just lost. There he is. Tyler, can you hear us? Yeah, he's still having issues, I think. Can everybody else hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I can hear you.
So why don't the three of you that can hear me go ahead and introduce yourselves and tell us what you do in the band. And as Tyler rejoins, we'll get him back up in the video momentarily.
All right, I'll start off. I'm Chelsea Melandro, lead vocals.
I'm Tony Melandro, bass.
I'm Lloyd Rummel. I play guitar and I sing on some of the songs.
And Tyler in here momentarily, and he'll be able to tell us what he does in the band. Maybe. I replaced the wrong one. Tyler, can you hear us? He's still having issues.
Well, he's the drummer. So.
Well, let me get Lloyd back on. We're starting out batting 1,000. There he is. Hey, so Tyler's kind of hanging out down there in the corner to my... Oh, that's weird. To my right, but it's on... Never mind, anyway. Anyway, so you guys recently released an album called Saint Traumatik. And, that was, a little over a month ago?
Yeah, October 25th it came out. We went live to the world on streaming sites.
And
we did the album release on the 27th?
Yeah.
27th. 26th or 27th or something at Noble Star.
26th.
26th. And
yeah,
correct me if I'm wrong, but they had a special beer made for it too, correct?
Yeah, so last year was the first year for it. It was called Saint Traumatik. That's kind of what we couldn't really think of a name for the album. And they wanted to do, we always play St. Patrick's Day there. So we decided, all right, how about Saint Traumatik, kind of a spoof off of Saint Anger from Metallica too. But it all worked out pretty good because it was, the saint thing for St. Patty's Day. And like I said, we always play St. Patrick's Day there. We always have a really good crowd. And so we decided to have them, we collabed with them and did a Irish stout. We actually went and helped them can it. We didn't brew it, but we canned it, put the labels on and everything else. And so this year was the second year release of it. And then I guess they're just going to release it annually every year. So it's a pretty good beer. It's a low alcohol content. It's like 4.2%, so it's kind of close to what a Guinness is. So it doesn't knock you on your butt when you're drinking it. So it's good stuff.
How about this time? Can you hear us, Tyler?
Yeah, hear everyone.
There
now.
we go.
There he
There he
is.
All right. So this past weekend, you guys were at the Rayne Drop Inn II with opening for Sponge, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Great.
I have not been to that venue yet, but I see a lot of big names coming through there.
Yeah, they've been getting a lot of good bands. Ryan Sharp, he's been the promoter out there. He's lucky enough to get on. We played with Trapped, Jimmy's Chicken Shack, Sponge, and actually in January we were going to be opening for Blessed Union of Souls. So, and he's been getting a lot of the Queers played out there. Hinder played out there.
Trapped.
Yeah, Trapped. Afro Man was supposed to play there. I guess he canceled, but who else? Tons of good bands.
Yeah, I can't think off the top of my head, but
But
good lineups.
Good lineups, good bands. He's been doing a lot of good booking out there. Hats off to him, man. He's really trying to make something big for this Indiana County area and get some national acts rolling through here.
I just had a conversation with my daughter about Indiana earlier. She was doing a Christmas trivia, and it asked. The answer was James Stewart. So
he's the king.
Nice.
He might be from there.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's a statue or something. Yeah.
Yep.
So
that and they're well known for Christmas trees. That's
definitely. This is a good time to bring the kiddos up here on Philly Street. There's lots of pretty lights, and it's a wonderful life theme. So
very, very Christmassy.
We were supposed to head that way today, but my daughters are sick, so we're gonna put it off.
You get them up here on the weekends. They have like little markets and stuff right in the middle of town. It's pretty cool. So
yeah, the weekends are definitely better to do that. So hopefully they feel better.
Yeah, they're definitely not going to school tomorrow. But all right, let's get off of that topic. So the album, we're gonna play two songs. We're gonna play one in the next break, and then we'll play one in the following break. So I don't want to get into that part of it yet. But where did you guys record it at?
We recorded it at Razorblade Recording Studio. And that is in West Mifflin, Pennsylvania.
It's Johnny.
Yes.
Johnny Stoker, yeah.
Yeah,
Johnny
he's
and
great.
the Razor Blades.
Yes.
He's in the Cheats.
We've done a couple of singles with him. And our first song that we recorded with him was during COVID. And we went there to record Running Wild. That was our first one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the Hulk Hogan one, right?
Yes. And we had friends who recorded with him as well and spoke very, very highly of him and his work. So we went there for recording of Running Wild. And then we started working with him on all of our other music. And that is where we did Saint Traumatik and all of the songs off of there. So it was a process for sure, because we had some things done at the time. We did Running Wild, and then we knew we had to come back. So we had to do it in several phases. So we had Running Wild done, and then we did Mothman after that.
Yeah.
We released that as a single as well. And then I think it was last February, we went down there and laid some more tracks. We had to come back for an interim re-record, and then we laid the final tracks, I think, later that spring, and did all the finalizing and got everything done over the summer, and then released it in October. So it was a process, but it was really good. It was really fun, and Johnny is wonderful. So
we've definitely played Mothman and Running Wild on the show and on Music from 412's radio.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Lifeboat. Just give me a real quick 1 minute synopsis of what that is, and then we're going to take a break and let everybody listen to it.
We're going to let Lloyd handle that.
Yes.
Okay.
The floor is yours, Lloyd.
All right. Yeah. So I actually wrote Lifeboat in another band, and then that band fell apart, and so that was one of the songs that I had in my back pocket when I came to Post Traumatik. But yeah, it's just yeah, it's yeah, what it's about. I would say just being in a bad place and just reaching out for help. And yeah, but yeah, it's
Okay. I'll give you a lifeboat now.
yeah, no doubt.
All right, so we're gonna take a break and listen to Lifeboat by Post Traumatik. On the video side, you're gonna see me give away some tickets to a non-point show, and we will be right back. I pressed the wrong button. Let me try that again. Hey guys, it is that time of the show where I am going to give away 2 tickets to Drusky Entertainment concert. This one happens to be for non-point at Preserving Underground on Saturday, January 11th. It also includes Crowbot and Heartsick. And I only had one person sign up for this one, which is really weird. So if you want to chance at winning 2 tickets to all the other shows we have available, go to musicfrom412.com/contest. I am going to press the shuffle button twice just because that's how I do it. It didn't even appear to shuffle on the screen. I'm going to spin, even though I already know that the winner is Melissa Zunick. And Melissa, you should keep an eye out on your email for information on how to get these tickets. We're headed back to the interview with Post Traumatik. Hey, it's Bill. We're back for segment number 2 of episode 750 with Post Traumatik, who have just rejoined me. We learned a little bit about their song Lifeboat, which we just played, and about the Irish beer made and named after them that they helped can. I actually had a question that I meant to ask while you were talking about that. So Kiss had comic books made and they put their own blood in it. You didn't do anything like that, did you?
Oh, we put something in it, but it wasn't blood. I'm just joking.
Never mind.
They're gonna recall it now.
So it's been a while. I want to say you were on. I think you were on for both Running Wild and Mothman, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. So Mothman came out like 2000. That's when Greg Schatz is still in the band. He recorded that song with us.
Yeah.
And then
You mean 2020?
No.
Yeah.
2020. Yeah. COVID. Everybody's brain's messed up now. Then Greg left the band and Tyler came on. And as soon as Tyler came on, we had to go record Flight of the Mothman because they wanted to use it in an independent horror film. So that was the first thing we made Tyler do, was learn that song. And we pretty much threw him right to the fire because he was never in a band drumming before. He drummed, but he never was in a full-time band. So I mean, I could let him talk a little bit more about coming in on the band and everything, but it was his first band. He's been probably the best drummer we've had. He's done a bang-up job, and he went down there and knocked out Flight of the Mothman, no problem. And here we are years later releasing almost a whole album. So
Do you want to touch on coming into that and immediately having to record?
Yeah, so it was, just sort of a right place, right time thing. Our lead guitarist, Joe Kribish, I had actually went to high school with his oldest son, Seth. And, through high school, I got into, the Guitar Hero Rock Band video game with friends. And then I think that was, my freshman year. And we're all like, oh, let's grow our hair out and be rock stars and stuff. And it's
yeah, me too.
and we had both gotten guitars at the same time, my buddy Chris, and he just took off to be a phenomenal guitar player. I just sort of stayed stagnant, and I'm like, maybe I'm going to try drums. And so I played a little bit here and there throughout high school. And then, it was the summer before I joined Post Traumatik. I had gotten just an electric drum set and started playing around again. Seriously, I had some more time on my hands and was able to, really develop my skill on it. And then right around that time is when Joe had asked, he's like, hey, do you still play drums at all? And I'm like, well, I actually do. So he, introduced me to Tony and the whole band and everyone. And we had a couple of sort of audition practices. And it was really motivational to sort of have something to work towards as a musician. So, sort of having the weight of all right, you're in, let's get this song recorded. It was, it really helped accelerate myself. And I think the band in all, I know that at that point, being without a drummer for a little bit, I know just through talking with the rest of the band, they didn't really know what was going to happen. So it was sort of really cool to get to bring some new life back and, do some of the things that we've been doing all together. It's been like a second family.
Well, most definitely.
It's Joey Connor from Blackridge had a similar situation. He came in right as they were recording, and they gave him 8 hours to play leads on all the songs.
Jeez.
So
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That kid's a heck of a guitar player too. So.
Oh yeah. Yep. We got to play with all of them. I believe that was last summer. Nobelstein did sort of a little summer festival, and it was a really good experience. A lot of talent got to share a stage up there that night.
Yeah, that was a good show for sure.
How are we doing time wise? Okay, I'm gonna ask you one of my off the wall questions. This one I don't think I asked the last time you guys were on. It's because you're in a band. What is the best pizza you've ever had?
Oh, best pizza.
Yeah.
Boys.
Not even close. They feed us that at work all the time, so I hate that pizza. Honestly, I like Italian Village up in Indiana. I think that's good stuff. I mean, Bob's Pizza's good, right?
Oh,
I know Lloyd likes that.
Being a true loyal Indiana citizen, I'd have to give it to Bob's.
There you go. Bob's.
Okay. Someday I'm going to go back and listen to all my episodes, and no, I'm not really going to. And then visit all these pizza places.
What was that place we went to in Pittsburgh recently? The two that are next to each other.
Oh,
Minio's and what's the other one? Squirrel Hills. Those were good pizza. But
I really liked.
That was on the way home from a gig the next day.
Yeah.
Was it Aiello's? Minio's and Aiello's, isn't it?
Aiello's, yeah.
Yes, I think I liked Minio's better.
Yeah, we seen Dave Portnoy was there. So
yeah, I just watched that video. That's why.
That's why we went. So.
Yeah, I liked Minio's a lot.
I would definitely suggest hitting them ones up.
Yeah.
Those were pretty good.
See, I should tag him in this now, so he has to mention me and his.
Yeah, you should definitely tag him. That'll definitely help some streams.
And then let me ask you this one other question, then we'll take our next break. Actually, let's go with this. So the second song we're going to play is a cover of Bloodletting. You want to tell me why that song in particular, and I don't know, anything else you want to say about it before we play it?
Sean Murphy, he's not on this call, and he's not a real big tech guy. So we did get him on a couple calls during COVID, Teams calls, but just to hang out. But he's heard the song on WIUP one night, and he said, "Hey, being that Chelsea was singing, he said I think we'd do a killer job of this." And we started playing it out live, and we kind of post-traumatic it, made it a little heavier, a little meaner. And then we took it to Johnny, and he added in a lot of little extra stuff in there with the keyboards, and we're really happy about the way that song came out. I think that's probably one of our favorite ones on the album. I know we didn't write it, and it wasn't one of their big hits, but we're kind of good at taking obscure covers and kind of making them our own too. So
that's been our show opener for quite a while now too.
Yeah, and actually, my daughter did the opening part because Lloyd kept trying to use samples that were licensed, and I kept telling him he was going to get us sued. I said we can't just steal stuff.
I'm glad you brought that up, Lloyd. During your next break, can you turn the TV off in the background?
Oh yeah. We'll get it now.
Yeah. I just tried to crop it a little bit because I was like, oh.
Come on,
I
Jenny,
had
this
a
ain't your
porno
first
play
rodeo.
it.
All right, so we're going to take that break, and we'll be back in just a moment.
All right.
Hey, it's Bill again. You are tuned in at episode 751. I knew I was going to do that. 750 of the Pennsylvania Rock Show. With me tonight are some of the members of Post Traumatik. And we got Lloyd to turn his TV off.